if I go out, can I have tell? Okay, bula ay kalangka. Ima bamba fulo. Okay, bula ay. So that is not. It is never possible for me to sit down one place. It is never possible. You know that. Yes, it is not possible for me to sit down in a place. Do arrange guy. So for talking, do arrange guy. Because every minute, bring me this, bring me that. Say that money. So Patrick, every minute we are high. What?
All rise.
Please have a seat. Mr. Witness, good morning once again, or good afternoon. Okay, for continuation of your testimony, once again, may I remind you that you are under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon. Council, we may proceed.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Bojang, there was an auction that happened in 2020 in the Brikama Area Council.
Ako wantero keta 2020 Brikama Area Council.
Do you recall this?
Ako foi hakilo bulo wantero kanek bang.
Auction ko linte biga fem lowo to ngaw fango moy mo dole en call.
Usually I'm not informed about them. I don't know anything about those type of auctions. In fact, somebody, an outsider, called me.
Akonye fo nyeto moy ka oxino fo nka maybe aseke Fansu dot inte bika council fango la wali kalangolo.
The caller informed me that I heard your name, Fansu, talking about something like an auction. I said to the caller that, well, maybe it might be another Fansu, but I am not informed about any auction.
So you are saying this Fansu Bojang is not you?
No man can do that.
He said that's not him.
So you have never taken part in any auction in the council?
I've never heard about that official auction except from the commission here.
Have you ever purchased any material or goods, for example, doors in the area council?
Ako foyi nene man fensan jorangulu menu ko bundalu anim fen kotengulu ke sang area council bulu fo nene manke.
Nene ma mabe je nene ma moy nga moy nyin commission oleto.
I've never attended any commission at the council. In fact, to be sure about it, I had it from this commission here.
Now, have you ever been sold any goods or any assets of any kind, not even in an auction, but in Brikama Area Council, right? Did you ever buy anything from the Area Council?
Brikama Area Council la fengulu fo nene man fen sanje hana manke wante roti bare fo nyin nene manke ye fengulu dolu sanje men ya lonko bota council la dinkirale to je fo nene manke fanamba
nene ma san nene ma be je mbika kalamu da fam.
I've never bought anything from the council. I've never known anything about that they are selling, and I have never attended any auction there.
That's okay. Madam Chairperson, we will apply that the witness be temporarily discharged. We'll ask that he appear before the financial consultant to reconcile with respect to the deposit slips he has in relation to the findings of the auditor for the amount of $1.8 million thereabout.
Now, Mr. Bojang, have you, how many loans have you ever taken at the council?
Ako ye dontori jelle ke council je ka dontoro ke ka council la kodo donto.
Na kilo be minka wo nga o banjola fo ngamira this year or last year.
The one I can remember, I think I have finished paying that either last year or this year.
University.
And in fact, the reason for that is my son was going to the university.
This area council
although I'm working at the area council,
and
they all know that I am a poor man. I pay my kids' school fees until they left school. He just graduated this last Saturday. We came together today, but he might be outside.
Yes, so how much loan was given to you? If he can recall, from 2018 to date, cumulatively when you put it together, how many loans have you ever taken?
Ako kabo 2018 kanabula bila foi hakilo si jelle muta ye dontoro lu menu kije abe kanya na jelle mania be kafunyo.
Na kilo be minka o mu wuli kemelti.
The one I can remember was 100,000.
Now let him provide for us evidence of what he has taken and whether he has repaid it.
Akobitu isulata sedeyar fengol lela. Ye jelleta aning fodung ya jole fanam bang ilafta ole sede
anga jole fa banta
akoy sulata kaitol lela sede kaitol memba itandila ko ngani nangam leta andu nga jole fanam
phoning office contact
unless I contact the office for
yes
those
let him contact his admin office. The admin office will be able to provide for him from 2018 to date the loans he has taken and the repayments he has made.
Ako kabo 2018 kanabula bila ni alla ofiso se nyomoy ye julolu nangamol menu taji kanyanta jellema aning fodu yolu julolu jole foka bang ilaftaw kaytol lela.
What grade level is he in now? What is his grade level?
Ako nyin tembe be grade jumale toje.
Ande fa malom be grade jamaat.
I don't know the grade I am at.
So let him please write and provide for us his grade level.
Ako isa kata fana ebe grade mento isa safe pruitel salon ebe grade mento council to je
because era council ila promotion
now no just write it when he comes back we will he has said he has served at the council for 30 how many years? 36 years.
36 years, yeah.
Right. So now Mr. Bojang, you said you were a car park attendant.
Akoy nene tarta palaso to ka fama car park attendant wala mem marta motogara sola.
Yes, can you tell us the level of revenue generation then and now? Which one is more efficient?
Ako foisa fo no ye wato me bo palaso to wo tembo aning be bitilo mento nanga mo kodo dundo menka dunje menka sotoje fo fatam fanso membije fo isio boye no nyoto ba
jam fata nyola bakal
they are far from one another.
So can he explain what he means?
Isio fo no nyabang
otumo kodo minka soto car park
at that time the amount of money we get at the car park
akasia bakal
it was a lot of money. And in those days, we take the money every Friday. And there was a time when the other collectors were even jealous of me. And some even once told me that whether I borrow money from somewhere and take it to the area council.
Yes. Now what he is going to provide for us, we want to make a comparison of what they used to collect as car park fees. Let him provide for us evidence so that we cross-check with what they are receiving now. Which collection was more efficient? Let him write so that he will not forget.
Fokanabula bitilo alkakodo nanga mo men kensum pour ilaftawol lebola nyoto ka jube fatam fanso membe o nanga mo lutema wotilolu animbi tilolu ilaftawol lonna so isi asafe pour kana nyinala ni emurutanan isi ofana yirko dila.
So Mr. Bojang, Mr. Yes. So we will give you a week to do all the necessary reconciliation and to produce the documents we have asked for.
And we tell you,
and we will see him on Tuesday next week.
And we will lafila purke jang talata nala nyin loku nyin talata lungula nyin loku nala. Ya faham? Yes.
So thank you so much for coming.
You
are temporarily discharged as has been applied by council.
bari kabo sayin na fulo iyam fate yen.
Registrar, can you please call the next witness?
Okay. One minute, I can sit down.
Can you take him to the... Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness.
Akoyti
You
nyang
can
sedo
place your papers on the table.
ila kaytolu
No,
lande tablo.
stand here. Just place
Yeta
it.
lo
You can place your
anyati limula.
Thank you. Hold this. Face the camera. Okay. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion?
Ako
Can you speak into the mic?
Muslim,
Okay. In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Mandinka,
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Holy Quran.
Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. You will hold the Holy Quran and then repeat after me.
bitul nae memfo itebe saylati la kuma kangole kan.
I,
I,
Alieu Sanneh,
Alieu Sanneh,
do swear that
would swear that
I will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
but the whole truth,
and nothing
but nothing
but the truth.
but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You may be kindly seated.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed. Thank you.
Siram katabe puru ila diamu sita microphone.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sanneh.
Akoyti nyam Mr. Sanneh. Well, thank you too.
You are welcome.
Akoy be bismillah ndila. Thanks to Allah.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson.
Counsel,
Please.
you may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. You may please tell us your name
Akoy si to foye. My name is Alieu.
and your address.
Ebe sirim mi.
You say Alieu what?
Alieu
Alieu
Sanneh,
Ikonto Sanneh is my surname.
You don't have any initials, you don't?
honey.
No.
So you wait because you are
Ibe
saying you
batula
are.
wairi ko be diam la maninga kangol to. Nate mem foye batu ninga sate maninga kangol to na jabiroke.
Yoho.
Ya faham.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm wait.
Now, Alieu Sanneh,
Alieu Sanneh.
what is your address?
Ibe sirim ming.
I'm steering Farabale.
I'm staying at Fraba.
And you work for the Brikama Area Council?
Ikado ko Brikama Area Council lebang.
Hadi.
Yes.
Do you still work for the Area Council?
Fo hanim bi be do ko la Area Council bang.
Ha.
Yes.
Now, since when were you appointed in the Area Council?
Kabrin Sanjumalo ye ta do ko la Brikama Area Council
2004.
2004.
As what?
Ibe mun do kule la nunje.
I'm being revenue collector.
I was a revenue collector.
Now, you gave a statement to the investigators, is that correct?
Ye kuma kan safari ngodi kisi kisir la ko fo so don talebang.
Ha.
Yes.
Now, we'll show you a copy of the statement.
Ibe o kuma kan kalimolu safari ngodi ba itandi le.
And you tell us whether that is a statement you gave to the investigators.
Isa fo nyem fo dum wala moy la kalimoti ye mem fo kisi kisir lali.
Hadi.
Yes.
Is that the statement?
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness Alieu Sanneh, dated the 28th of March 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
Amunta ila wo kaito ibakela siede kaito tile ya ke siede kaito tile sai.
Yoho.
The witness statement dated the 28th of March 2024, signed by the witness Alieu Sanneh, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/AS/BKAC/001.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Sanneh, tell us about your educational background.
Mr. Sanneh silang afonye ila karawon ila londo adanta mintole.
And please increase your voice and sit properly.
I started my education at the Brikama Kabafita School.
Primary school to grade 6.
At the primary school, from there up to grade 6. From there I went to Kinderdorf Bottrop.
Sorry. Let me, I'm just been told by the registrar that we already have as one of our exhibits, AS. We have another person who goes by, yes, Alieu Sonko. So that one is also AS. So let me amend the reference, the exhibit number. It will now read the witness statement dated the 28th of March 2024 will now read LGC/ALS/BKAC/001.
As the commission places. Yes, please proceed with your educational background.
Birimbota primary school tara Botrop, mikira Brikama karmoni ba Brikama 1919 kara 2000, ngana grade 7, 8, 9 kara 2004.
I went from the primary school, I went to Kinderdorf Botrop, that's also in Brikama, up to grade 12. Up to grade 12, and I left school in
2004.
I left school in 2004.
Now, your employment with Brikama Area Council, can you just guide us through the process?
Ako ila doko kadoko ta Brikama Area Council. Wasilo fanan keta nyaming ya follow da meng menu bulata nyono mo fanan fanya bang.
Brim grade 12 bang.
When I completed my grade 12,
Narata Brikama Area Council.
I went to Brikama Area Council.
Mr. Sanneh, can you just sit properly?
Bring grade.
Hani sirango katandile purila dia mosi finti. Hani ba katandile na nyatu. Yo. Katu ilaftale dia musanto isila dia momoy.
Please proceed.
Akoy tenteng.
Biro kida yana janen grade 12 results be finti la nka time osorole.
Before the results of the grade 12 exam comes out, we have some time.
Time on kata Tamantamola Brikama Area Council.
In those days, I used to go for walks at the Brikama Area Council.
So I'm been a grade 12 results findita.
When our grade 12 results came out,
Nata Taji.
I went to the Brikama Area Council.
Nata ila CEO Taraje.
I met their CEO there.
Minketa lead Balamusa Chamti.
Who happens to be the late Balamusa Cham.
Ngana condition of fire.
I explained my condition to him. Then he told me to bring my certificates to him.
Grade 12 certificate somebody.
Then I brought my grade 12 certificate to him. Then he told me, we cannot employ you right now at this moment.
But Isambal has a commission ambe samal nang pour ngi train demanding ka namul kanindami minketa moto kana moto la namul kanindami.
He told me that what we will bring you and take you to the place where we ask for taxes from the cars so that we can be able to train you about the job so that you will know what to do.
So I'm not okay.
I did that
For Kariworo.
for 6 months.
Naku nate inyabo.
Then they took me because my job was good for them.
And in a performance de anka doko minkeje au fana nate kontan.
And the type of job, Mindo,
Nga doko minke kapa ko to
the
kataji.
type of job or the type of work I do at the car park was impressive to them.
Saying anatanta doko la time wala.
Then that's the time when they employed me.
Now, do you have your appointment letter?
Akoy la taran kaito yeta do ko la kaito men appointment letter fabe bulle.
Ha bambulu janne.
Yes, I have it here.
Because but ning original onye ngamera bidin nata nunja.
Last time I came here, the original was
Ngamera sa
Yes, please proceed.
original onye ngamera sa misplaced mbulo to but na photocopy bambulu janne.
I think the original I might have misplaced.
We have been informed that, Madam Chair, that the technical unit they need a little bit of time to sort out the, yes.
But a photocopy of Bible.
Photocopy.
I have the photocopy of the letter here with me. Okay. Akoye batu katu ni lampo latanin na anin jorang lu menu bijang foyolu bo nyoto folo.
Can we proceed?
Akoye si tenteng.
Yeah, but photocopy nyinga bambulu janne.
I have the photocopy here of the letter.
May I? Yes, please proceed. You said you have the copy with you?
Akoye tenteng eko photocopy nyine be bulu jang. He said he has the photocopy with him here.
Can we see the photocopy?
Akoye si o jeno le bang.
Were you confirmed?
Ako biri eta do ko la yalon wati kana soto isine confirm wala nyindi ko ngeta le bari bitun silang ila do ko ila taro janga sahayata le ka fo le confirmation fo ketale bang.
Bringa doko kumas je wonen bitema yena dinna.
Since I started working there up to date, this is the letter they gave me.
Well, this seems to be a confirmation of appointment letter.
Ako munta nyi musa hayandirol tide pour ka fo ko yeta do ko la le.
Where's the original?
Ako original o nyille.
Original onye nene nata nun janne ya kari ko man to ba birmina lumina mina je na nata le but birimbo to jamman naje so ngo hak malo nga landi damin dal fo nga tu janne fo nga misplace but nga jibe
he came here almost a month ago. When he was coming, he remembered he had the original with him, but he is not sure whether he left it here or whether he returned with it. But when he went home, up to now, he cannot find the original.
Just to be...
Mr. Sanneh, please go to the investigators and reconfirm whether you left it here or not, so that you don't leave it hanging as to whether this is where you left it. All right?
Ako ni pateta. Isita ila kisirlalia. Ni misali kama abewolle bulu isia sahayandi kotonya abejanne wala tijambari ate tula dendi ngonya ima kalawlong ite samira fabi janne bandu sadra manna tarjang.
Inshallah,
I will do that by the grace of Allah.
Mr. Sanneh, and I will ask again that you need to sit down properly.
Akoye si kuke.
And please speak into the microphone.
Isidia mu microphone nyimfananto.
We apply to tender a confirmation of appointment letter. It's a photocopy. The date is 1st of April 2005, addressed to Mr. Alieu Sanneh, signed by one Mr. Sanneh for the Chief Executive Officer into evidence as an exhibit.
Yo.
A copy of a confirmation letter addressed to Mr. Alieu Sanneh, dated the 1st of April 2005, signed by Sanneh, acting admin officer for CEO of Brikama Area Council, and is copied to the Chairman Brikama Area Council, Director of Finance, Brikama Area Council. The said letter is admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/ALS/BKAC/002.
As the commission places. Now, when you were employed, who was the chairman?
Dr. Jibril Jassi.
It was Dr. Jibril Jassi.
And the CEO?
Jumalam CEO Tinung.
Bala Musa Cham.
Bala Musa Cham.
Now, in 2018, you were still working for the area council?
Yes, I was still working with the council.
Which area or unit were you assigned?
Rates and tax.
I was at the rates and taxes section.
Which area were you focused on?
Ye samba mintoni minto ete marata minto ma fangolela nungotumo.
Yen samba na Brusubile.
I was taken to Brusubi.
Brusubi. But I see in your statement you said that 2018, when I recovered and returned to work and transferred to license unit again and redeployed to Buyam covering block 2 Kalaji.
Akobari yenyin safi 2018 ila kaito nyin kono biri muruta nan do kola ye samba Buyam sayim block nin Kalaji wol tarte tella do ko ma fangola.
Now you are saying Brusubi.
Akondun saya ko ka Brusubi lefo.
Can you please clarify that?
Akoisi oto bonyoto bang.
Okay, oketa wato minna.
The time that happened
2018 atranung nga accident soro.
I had an accident. I was having a leg problem.
So, but
it was not that much serious.
So,
they took me to that area. I spent a few months there. That's the time they brought me back.
Now, were you in Brusubi or in Block?
And Kalaji. Blog nin Kalaji wati weol tonum fo briye bondi ifo itataje wati jumani wati jumale.
Okay, nga jana Blog nin Biam tema.
Blog and Buyam.
Nga doko da mutaje kabin 2013 na fonga yempost nung fonyi nung.
It was in 2013 when I was first posted at Fonyi.
Mr. Sanneh, let's just focus on the period 2018.
Akunga 2018 for mewele temboto.
Okay, 2018 woman na doko ke Biam time.
In 2018 I didn't work at Buyam at that time.
So when you said you were in Buyam in your statement, that was wrong?
Akoto ni ko benum Buyam ila statement toto ila kuma kansa fere toto woto mansoto nu.
In the last paragraph of your statement.
Amunda ila kumola borindi labang wala be safari nje.
Anina kumola fenko ngaminje statement or mal hakilo kiya ba ngaminje jang inte ngamin fo jang wala mu 2013 and in 2010 now.
What I'm seeing in the statement here was 2013 and 2010.
Now read your statement.
Ila statement
where you stated in 2017 I had internal pain.
2017 ngadiminu soto nung akoy je karambang katenten.
Can you read?
Akoy si akaran nole ba.
Sa be fo no ne mandika kan wala.
I can say that all in Mandinka.
Go ahead.
Akoy afo.
Until I kuma kan fo nunko 2017.
I said that in 2017
nga accident soto.
I had an accident.
Please increase your voice.
Nga accident soto.
I had an accident
nsingoto
on my leg.
Kabo 2017 wato kono.
From 2017
kata 2018 wato kono.
Up to 2018.
Wato mbenu raise and tax.
I was still working at the rate and tax section.
When
I had this accident, that was the section I was working with.
Nata there
was a time.
Mr. Sanneh, it is not what you are saying is not what is in the paragraph. I'm ordering that you read the paragraph in English. You will be giving your evidence in Mandinka. But since you are not interpreting it correctly, read it in English.
Well, I'm still begging you. If somebody else or yourself can read it, I can listen to it.
Mr. Sanneh, we are ordering you to read this.
Mr. Sanneh, akoy ka kangole dila puri fango ya read.
We are waiting for you, Mr. Sanneh.
Ibetela batukande.
You read from in 2017.
Akoy ba read like about 2017. He's saying that sometimes his eyes deceive him.
We can understand that. Did you see the paragraph?
Ako foi paragraph nyingele bang. Yes.
So start reading from in 2017.
Ako fo ya start wotok asafeta dameng in 2017.
I had an internal pain in my leg. I was during my work from Brikama area, during my
I can't see it properly.
Mr. Sanneh, you said you went to school, right?
Yes.
So do we take it that you don't want to read it or you want to defy the commission?
Ako isi benyina mutala ko imalla fileka karam wala ilafta balan na commission wala bulubang.
Na amanko woti.
It is not part of that.
So can you please read and don't you stop wasting the commission's time? Because if you fail to do so, we will detain you.
Ako katu nima kewonya ibe mutala yesindide.
From there,
read. We are listening to you, Mr. Sanneh.
When I went to Bursibi, and then I transferred to the Lansing unit, and I transfer to Biam, oversee from Bullock to Kalaji. Due to that problem, I suffer a serious pain the time when I have an accident and they took me to the Edward Francis Hospital in Banjul. From there, that's where I have my medical report, as I supposed to serve for oversee treatment on my
Is that what is written in your statement?
ako fole be safari statement o balaba
What do you use? Do you use glasses to read?
ako fo ni be reading na ka luneto le dumbang
hanko dum bakela.
So can you please use your glasses to
ako
read?
fo la luneto le si lu dunno le bansa pour reading ke
Nina tata fangol because bilin nara jam fo ngafo klako nyina ko nyina tan nak reading glass lale.
I forgot it at home, and when I came here, I
The
informed.
council, you forgot it. When you come back, you make sure that you bring your glass.
Ako nibe murule nanjan silang inila luneto sina nyola.
And I just want to make it very clear.
Alafta nyin sene yandila ko.
The commission have rules.
Commission to jang sartol lebe larin jande.
And if witnesses want to be difficult,
Nimmel lafta kole ya kuo natila jang.
we will exercise the full force of the law.
Bitu itel fanal katama luala sembole la.
Nobody in this country is above the law.
Mote nyimbanko ka membe luaye santo.
You are called here to give evidence because you serve in a public office.
Ye kumandi puriye na sede yaro kijang katu ye do ko ke jama do ku
And
bundale
if you
to.
refuse to comply,
Adu ni balanta purka utamandi.
we will deal with you with the full force of the law.
Bitu itel fanal be luala sembo tamandi le kang.
I just want to make that clear.
Alafta ole sene yandila.
Counsel, you may read the paragraph for him. He said he left his glasses. So he is not reading what is contained in his statement.
Saying council members, kaito nyimbala council bakarane.
Now, Mr. Sanneh,
Mr. Sanneh,
Naam.
you had said in your statement
yenyim fuela kumakangoto ko.
that in 2017,
2017 sangokono,
I had internal pain in my leg
ye dimingo soto ila isingokono, kono to dimingo.
and I was excused from duty until 2018.
Isi yamfate do ko la kabo 2018.
When I recovered and returned to work,
Biritata fo efisiata isaita nan do ko la.
and transferred to license unit
Ye saundi tata laisin kanim bundala.
and redeployed to Buyam Covenant Block Tukalaji.
Ibo tumole ye saundi buyam e bitum block kata kallaji ila do ko tilinta o ma fangolla.
Where you mentioned Brusubi
Ye brusubi for dameng
is in 2016.
mu 2016 leti.
When you said in 2016 I was transferred to Value Property Unit and posted to Brusubi.
Wala ne yim foko 2016 lo ye sayimundi ye saundi fengolu yirko bundala ye samba brusubi.
So we just want to know in 2018,
Akoyete lafta men lo na 2018 sango.
were you covering Block Tukalaji or were you in Brusubi?
Ibenum brusubi le bang fodung hanimbi block kata kallaji ibe uma fangola hanimbi.
No, 2018 ngamindoku je amansia.
The time I spent working there in 2018 was a very short period.
Ngami doku fon wicho fon area council doku kono ngamindoku amantambi karekilina.
The period I worked for the area council, in fact, was almost 1 month or even less than a month.
Now, Mr. Sanneh, all we need to know is in 2018
Akoy lafta mello na wala 2018 sango.
where you were posted.
Ibe postin na mintole la do ko be lari mintole.
If it is 1 month in Kalaji, 2 months in Brusubi, just tell us.
Akoni karkilin ne ke kallaji wala karinanga men ke burusu bi lafto drone lonna.
That's supposed to be simple and we move on.
Akodu muku sono yarinnet.
Ya wentra no busibile.
That was I was in Brusubi at that time.
Were you in Kalaji and to Block?
Ako tumo febe nun kallaji le katabulok
2018.
2018 ha.
Ani umantara kalaji kata block.
That didn't find me at Kalaji or block area.
So that part of your statement is wrong?
Amunte ila kuma kangoto kalimo mensafeta woto mansoto.
Wo mto nyalti.
That's true.
Hakilo Kenya.
Now, there is also a finding, if you turn to the next page.
Akoni tata kaiti fulanja onyinto, lera fulanja onyinto.
You said you were written to by the Internal Audit Unit.
He said he was, sorry.
You were written to by the Internal Audit Unit.
Akoila kontibo bunda konotoje doku bunda nyina kontibo bunda ye letro safe yaki.
Regarding an issue of caste suppression.
Mentilinta kodola mankewala.
Amount is $164,600.
The amount, sorry,
is $164,600.
dalasi wuli keme anin taw woro ni nani anin dalasi keme woro.
And this is during the period 2019 to 2020.
Adu mu kabo 2019 kana 2020.
Ha to nyalo.
He said that's true.
What can you tell us about that?
Akoy be muna fola nyewoto.
Okay, o kodo nying
That amount of money,
yemi fo jang wolum ku sotorenti
what they said, the amount they quoted is true.
watra ngadi mo soto
At that time, that was the time when I was suffering from pain.
nata afo kansulier
Then I informed the council
ko dimo be mbatandi kam bakele
that I'm suffering. This pain is making me suffer.
but kansul manna kuma fonyeje
But council didn't give me any response.
so kodo nyin nata ata pour kam fam mako e pour kam fanjara
Then I took the money to help myself so that I can cure myself.
o kono long
So during that period,
inata fonye ko say min bije
then they informed me that now what's going to happen,
ila doku jorongol min bibulu
the materials that you are working with,
isamba nyinan
bring them back to the council.
so nati samba wala nyama
Then I returned the materials to the council.
inata fonye ko
Then they informed me,
saying ise ibatu follow
then you can go and sit down for some time.
nim pareta watu wati
Whenever we are ready,
be kumandila
we will call you.
Now, are you saying that the entire amount of
Ako-
$164,600
Ako lafta fulale dalasi wuli keme dalasi wuli tannani nin killing
you've used the money for your...
yo
Please proceed.
amunta yo kodo bele yo bele do moy fon la hajo kan.
nga domole but aketa kulati mialanko nga domola but ma domun sawola
Well, yes, ako fo kodo nangamo nyimbe ake nyinin ka wala.
e kodo nanka mom min foje nata siyam fele nak
Well, I think the amount is too much for me, but anyway, I used the whole amount.
What do you mean when you say the amount is too much for you?
Ako ekame mfoko asiate ifele. Muna na yofo.
bawo biri kodo nyin nanka mo fonye
When they informed me about the amount,
ko wole domota mbulu
saying that that's the amount I used,
nko okay
I said, okay.
nko sa min biya domota nyami lafta pour ka long nga domo nyaadile
Then I told them now I would like to know how this money all was spent.
so biri oketa ya na internal audit nata safero okay
Then that was the time when the internal audit wrote to me.
akonye nyin kodo nyin wala tarako wala yo domo e mo la sambana kansula
And they informed me that's the amount you spent, and you didn't bring this amount to the council.
sa nata fa okay sa wato sa la CDR kaytol dina
Then I said to them, okay, then give me evidence to show that this amount.
sa wota mo la nata idina
That's the time they gave me these documents.
bra dina
When they gave it to me,
nata fa ko bar yemi fotenga siatale
then I said to them, but this amount is too much.
saying na nata fa ko dalil jumat ne ko nyin siata
He asked me, why did you say that this amount is too much?
okay because ye GTRO minfo
Because I told him the GTR that you mentioned,
e ko ngayen ko do domol bala
saying that that's the amount I took.
nka je let ko bala
I saw it on your report that
ko nga domor ke ko le min siata wilil tanti
saying that I spent money which was more than 10,000,
andu womantara nyin GTRO no womantara nyin GTRO to
and that's not what is written on the GTR.
so nata o oldula nyi tandila
I showed them that document.
so from there
From there,
inata ifana nata jibe nyofe
then they consulted each other,
inata je ko to nyala nga kuma kan min fo kulo mi yalan ko aba sabatri ne
and then that's the time when they realized that what I told them was the truth.
so time along
That was the time
CEO nata safero ke
CEO then wrote again,
akonye sela doku jorangol bi sambanang
That's the time when they told me to bring my working materials. Then I brought all my materials and handed them over.
So
from then on, I didn't hear anything from them. I personally went back to them to ask them.
To the service commissioner.
Then they told me that the report has been sent to the service commission.
So from there,
that's the time I was sitting down up to date. I didn't hear anything from them until when I was called to come to this commission.
Now, do you admit this amount? Or do you doubt that the amount is $136,600?
Ako silandung isonta nyin nanga mola le bang fodung fo ite muna fo nyinto.
Amount on na sonjela because nga lalle itandila ko amount on siatale.
I am not agreeing to the amount because when I met with them, I showed and explained to them that the amount is too much. Then we went through those. I showed them the receipts.
How much do you agree that you have spent in your own personal?
Saying, ite sonta jelle la kafo ite nyin nangam le domo.
Ngemi tandila ko min se domo no mbulu na sa wato kono abasia maybe dalasi keme dalasi tansaba.
The amount I showed them during my sickness was, I showed them that it was $130 that I spent.
130,000.
Wulikeme aning keme saba fodung keme nintan saba. $130.
I don't understand.
Akama faham.
The allegation or the assertion or the finding is for $164,600. How much do you say that you agree to have spent out of this amount?
That's what I'm saying. That what I can be sure that I spent.
Yes.
The amount that I can agree to was 130,000.
Yes. Now it makes sense.
That is 1 o'clock for the news. We will break for lunch and come back.
As the commission, please.
Yes. Jama nintalankilin sita ka janjanne kurkata kontong la bari na wotambita kana murunan ne saw bitu.
We may rise.
Iba murulanan.
Okay.